kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
And a Panther first down.
From the gun, Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw again on second down, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jordan Brooks, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 12.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
There's nothing.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. Got his target, Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on second down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, 0 pressure, all the time in the world, and he picks up the first down with that throw.
Bridgewater on first down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Sliding out of the pocket. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
Touchdown, Carolina.
DJ Moore, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
The kick is...
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Panthers 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Carson And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Down at the 37-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing, but I wonder about mindset because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now, even though they control their own destiny with a win? Now, because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for Carolina. 54 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
He is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Jefferson on the tackle.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
3rd and 4.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain
2nd and goal from the 1.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Penny will try to punch it in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And that one will fall incomplete.
For D.D. Westbrook.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Lockett. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Panthers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Bridgewater. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used. Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They run it with Carson, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gain 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
Panthers 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Bridgewater throwing complete here to Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Carolina.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 13-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Bridgewater. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Panthers 21.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Seahawks 35, Panthers 28.
this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Bring it! And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
A gain of 50.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here from the shotgun to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Some good, strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose you.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Westbrook on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, Carson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
By
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
The quick slant caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score Seahawks 49. Panthers.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing here, Barrett. They set up the screen to Penny. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Chris Carson.
3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right down Broadway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to let it fly. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That'll be complete to Cook.
Yeah, let me go ahead and show my age a little bit.
Fake extra point.
I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the crooks.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
D.D. Westbrook on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
57's the mark. Mark 57. Tackles.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.